Have you ever thought about what your anger and resentments are doing to you? We don't ever want to talk about it, so we bury it inside. Unfortunately, burying things is exactly where they seem to gain an incredible amount of power to mess up your life. If we want to lead lives of peace and creativity, we must deal with our internal rage, anger, and resentments. It's not very usual that I write to you or speak to you about emotions that are quote-unquote negative, but I feel it is a must-share teaching at this time. It just feels so important right now, especially when we are riding through a Scorpio season and we're being asked to dig deeper into our consciousness to discover what is there. So please bear with me while I help you understand what your anger and resentments are there for and what they are doing to you if you don't understand, and then process them. Anger and resentment are not something the spiritual and coaching world want to talk about because so often they want to focus on the positive, and this is actually correct. However, I've just seen too many people hanging on to really old anger, and it's there and seems to seep out at every opportunity. This seething, growing, burgeoning rage let out in the wrong way or not processed at all can really get the best of us. There is no doubt you can have reasons to be angry. There is no doubt that in your past you have been treated badly, lied to, or betrayed. You may feel your body betrays you, your loves betray you, your work, your bank accounts, the government, your friends, whatever. All of it at times just seems to be going against you. And as these things have occurred against you, the reaction to it, of rage really, unless processed correctly, gets buried inside. Because that is where we feel, no doubt, that is exactly where it belongs, buried inside. Yes, it can be very frustrating to not be living the life of joy, of peace, with good health and relationships you so long for. It can cause a lot of emotion when over and over again things aren't going your way and only seem to stand still, or worse yet, seem to go backward. So we wonder why things are going badly, or went badly, or are currently not going our way. And this by itself is enough to cause a lot of anger and frustration. But we all know by now that things always have to develop from the inside first, and not from the outside. We need to go at it by planning what it is we'd like to have, no matter what that is, and then begin to analyze whatever thoughts we have that are going against that very subject. If you're an old hand at this, you'll know what I mean when I say you need to deal with your rage. If you don't like what I'm saying right now and want to unsubscribe immediately or never listen to me again, and never hear from me again, it's because your rage is reacting. It's been asking you to deal with it for some time, and you simply don't want to deal with it at all. My friend, it needs dealing with. Some people will go on and on without ever addressing what's going on internally, and yet be the first ones to shout, complain, let everyone know what they think about so-and-so and what is what. And you can feel it from them. Whatever energy is being put out is the fire inside that has not had the appropriate outlets to express. Yes, that fire is important for several reasons, but yelling, shouting, criticizing, and losing control of your temper is not what it's meant for. Healing is what matters in this sense, and this healing is something you must do, either on your own or with an appropriate professional. Do not leave this for your friends / family / colleagues / people on social media to have to receive. Do not inflict more damage. Everyone is having enough in their own lives to deal with already. All of the unspent rage that is going on inside of humans right now is the cause of global destruction, wars, and simmering discontent within nations. We must all do our own part, and nothing more is ever asked of us. To take care of your own self, which is always being guided by your capital S self. You can hear that self if you're listening, but the ability to hear will require peace for a moment, enough for you to become calm so that you can hear that still, small voice within. Yes, we all want to avoid the anger, the rage, and the discontent, but avoiding it is not dealing with it. It is unless we confront and address it, we cannot heal. Never, ever. Your internal guidance system is always guiding you upward and toward your highest good. However, when that light shines on the dark bits inside of you, it's its way of telling you, hey, you have some cleanup to do in here. Let's get at it. And until you do, you will keep attracting and magnetizing to yourself all kinds of situations, circumstances, and events that are designed to trigger that rage into being released. I know it's not fun, but it's the only way out. Look at all the ways in which people in America seem to be each other's throats in these times, and you will see all that triggered rage is trying to find its way out. These are lives of frustration that have had it and no longer want to deal with the inability to create their lives as they would like to create them. This is not an appropriate way to deal with suppressed rage. And as you know instinctively, it simply causes more damage rather than solutions. Rather than cooperation, harmony, and community building, we're having discord, hatred, and conflict. But what do you do? One of the things I want to communicate here is that although you can witness all these manifestations of hurt and anger all around you, I want to focus on you. It is you that wants to create certain things in your life. For some reason, you have long since given up because nothing ever seems to move forward there. I know so many people have many, many things they are not happy with in their lives. Some of them come from our past, and some are coming from what we see outside of us that are simply outrageous. And I can completely agree with that. But all of these things address and trigger your interior. And it is your interior that is showing you what wants to be healed and released. This triggering is also in our design as well. Currently, many astrological forces are asking humanity to rise, and coupled with that rising is healing. The healing of old wounds, of reactions against authority that is so outdated, and then trying to find solace amidst it all. This is not easy work to do, but beyond the anger, beyond the seething rage, beyond the grief at so much difficulty, either in your world personally or in the world at large, lie many, many miracles. If you want better health, look deeply for the anger and resentment you have against your body. If you want to stop people from betraying you, look deeply into the anger and resentment you have against all those who have betrayed you in the past. If you want more income so that you can do more of the things you want to do in your life, look at all the anger and resentment you have against money. If you want a deeper, more productive, and miraculous spiritual life, Look at all the anger and resentments you have against God and of love. Heal that, and your miracles will come to you. Beyond the pain is peace. Beyond the anger is that final moment of solace. Beyond all that is wrong is the light of all that is right. You can do this. You are never abandoned, and your soul will guide you all the way. And if that way leads you to work with someone else to assist you, there are so many healers and therapists and light workers who are born into this world specifically at this time to assist with humanity's shifts. But you must be the one to take the steps. You must be the one to want to heal, to want to get to the other side of the darkness that is currently rising within you. You can do it. It is possible. I know it is. It's what healers do all the time. And so we all can. Much love and many blessings, Suzanne. P.S. If you want to learn more about the energetic work that I do, you can find more information and get started at the link in the description. You can allow the miracles in if you are open and believe.